Hello, viewers. Welcome to Businesses in Nigeria. Remember, we're a group of entrepreneurs giving you all the whole insight into the business adventure you want to go into, giving you the smooth sail for you to dive into that business dream, that business goal, that business achievement. Right here with me in the studio, we have the CEO of SWA Bottles and Jar. We'll be discussing balancing work life and business life. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being right here with us in the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Walk us through your journey.
Thank you very much. First, my name is Omotayo Razak, and just as you've mentioned, I am the owner of SWA Bottles and Jars. And so your question, what's inspired my...
Walk us through your journey,
Okay, so primarily, I'm a teacher by profession, and I've been in the teaching profession for about 10 years now.
Wow.
So sometime around 2019, I started thinking about diversifying because, of course, I don't want to spend that long amount of years in the teaching profession. I'd like to stand on my own, have an establishment that can go longer than the teaching profession. So, and my sister is the owner of Ajike Shea Butters, and I happened to manage our Instagram page for a little while. And while managing the Instagram page, I observed that the customers that purchase our products in bulk, they are always in need of a bottling company.
Wow.
So they will always ask me, do you know any bottling company in Nigeria? Do you know any plastic company? I felt like, okay, I have been thinking of something in the cosmetic industry already. So I thought, okay, maybe I should venture into this business. So I did my research, and I found that in Abuja, we don't have that many distributors, although the competition is high in Lagos. But then I also observed that there are more Nigerian-made plastic sellers or container dealers than those that are imported. So then I decided
I didn't know that.
Yes, and I think it's because of the economy. Most people prefer to go for cheaper, or let's say cheaper content or cheaper containers, but then it doesn't last that long. The durability is not that, and you can't use them for food items. So that inspired me to go into the bottling company, and then I meet some contacts abroad, and then we kickstarted the journey.
I like the fact that you tapped into like your environment, like your environment gave birth to the bottling company.
Yes.
That's like amazing. So guys, you can look for something in your environment and just tap into it, and you do so well. How do you balance your business and your work life?
Wow. Now, that is a question that I always attend to every day. Because being a teacher, you get to, I can't say I'm in 9 to 5, because being a teacher is, it goes daily. Even when you're not in school, you're working, you understand?
Are you serious?
Of course.
It's not like from Mondays to Fridays.
No, it doesn't end that way.
Are you serious?
Teaching is about 10% of a teacher's job. There are so many other administrative rules you pull through. Now, balancing teaching and owning a business, I had to come up with a schedule because it isn't as easy as most people say. They'll tell you, start a business, it's good to stand alone, it's good to do something on the side, but nobody tells you the challenges you might face.
Please.
So now, because I know that showing up on social media consistently is what will breed that visibility to people, bring you sales and all that. And you can't be teaching in school and still be present on social media. So I had to devise a timetable where during my weekends, I create my content. The things I want to post, be it reels, be it adverts, be it attending to customers that I know have urgent deliveries and all of that. And for the social media part of it, every morning and night I have a scheduled post. Now, by 7 a.m., my post goes on Instagram and Facebook. By 8 p.m., my post goes on Instagram and Facebook. Now, during my breaks in school, I'll tap into my social media handles to see if I have pending orders, customers I need to attend to. And I also employed someone to be in my warehouse that I communicate with. My warehouse is in Lagos, and I'm in Abuja. So communicating with the warehouse attendant, managing orders online, and relating it back to them making sure that orders are being delivered and all of that. So it's a long process.
Wow,
but then
that's like a whole lot of work.
it's possible if you're committed and dedicated.
That's it. So you need to be dedicated. You need to be committed for all these that you mentioned to work. Because I can imagine how crazy your schedules are.
It's
Even on your breaks, you work.
it is.
Wow, like kudos. I'm serious. Kudos.
Thank you very much.
Kudos. How will you advise like one that also like have like a work life and also want to like have a business life? Like you said, it's very stressful and all that. But how do you, if you're to advise somebody, since you've been doing it, you're like into it, what advice will you like give to that person? Oh, you can actually handle this if you do certain things right.
Okay, thank you. Now, the first thing you need to consider is the reason why you're starting.
Okay.
If you don't have a strong why, there will be many obstacles on your path that will discourage you. Now, having a 9-to-5 job and running a business, the first thing I am going to advise is plan yourself properly. Now, we all know you can't venture into something because everybody's doing it. It has to be something that you're passionate about. So the passion is basis. Then you need to plan. You need to plan how you begin your business. What platforms do you think you have audience or you might have audience on? How do you grow it? I wouldn't advise anyone to start up using, there are some people that would like to pay social media influencers.
But don't you think that's easy for you to just pay people for like the basic?
Now,
or do you think it will cost them like more money?
You need to also put into consideration your start-off points. You're just starting. Now, it depends on the scale of the business you're running. If you're running a small-scale business, I think it is possible for you to promote your business yourself. Pick up little skills like graphic design, make your flyers yourself, pick up little skills in digital marketing and all of that.
So that you could actually reduce costs.
Reduce costs. Now, if you're on the large-scale aspect, it is good. Use social media influencers, but then you need to balance up what cost is going into it, your sale, your profits, and all of that. So aside the planning aspect, you need to also be consistent. Like I mentioned, having a 9-to-5 job and running a business is going to drain you. There are days where you might feel like, okay, I have had enough. I am tired.
Understand that feeling.
It is okay. It can take 2 days.
It's very much okay. It's even normal.
It is.
It's normal.
It is, because your job is going to push you. Your business is
going to push you.
So when the days come where you feel like you're stressed, you're having fatigue, take 2 days off, 3 days off.
It's okay to rest.
It's okay to rest. Then come back, appear again. Consistency matters. And also, I am a believer of things not happening by accident, but happening divinely. So depending on your faith, you can also put your faith into action. If you're a Muslim or a Christian, the God factor just has to be there. You can't run things on your own without involving your faith.
I feel like faith is important because faith pushes us. Because you're trusting that something is going to happen.
Yes.
So you're in the trusting process. It pushes you.
It spurs you to want to do more.
So faith is really, really important.
Very highly important.
Will you say, oh, they should just stick to their business? They should just stick to one, since it's hard or is difficult or is... Do you say, oh, since you're finding it hard, just stick to your work, or oh, since you're finding it hard, just stick to your business?
Okay, thank you. Now, you need to consider the fact that the economy we're in right now, we have to be realistic.
True.
The economy we're in right now will encourage you, either directly or indirectly, to seek for other streams of income. Now, as stable and consistent the 9-to-5 job is, it is also needed to support your business. I wouldn't advise anyone to... Now, if you have a 9-to-5 job and you want to switch to business, I wouldn't advise you to just take the leap. You need stability in business. You need inputs and outputs being documented. You're able to know that, okay, if in 3 months I'm making the sales, in 6 months I can make the sales. If that statistics is constant, then you can comfortably, I'm using the word comfortably now, when you're comfortable, now switch into business. If not, maintain your 9-to-5 job.
Maintain.
Keep it, let that constant flow of income keep coming. There are days where you won't, about in 2020, I think that was the aftermath of COVID. Business, I was just starting up. I did not know COVID was coming up. I had planned everything during 2019. By the end of 2019, the shipment already left China, was coming to Nigeria. It landed in Nigeria and landed with COVID and lockdown.
Wow.
I kept pushing online. Now, at that point, I was already thinking of leaving my 9-to-5 to focus on business. If I had done that, it would have been chaotic.
Wow.
So, at this point, I can comfortably leave 9-to-5 and go to business because I have grown to that point. But then I don't want, because I know challenges will still come up. So my advice is stick to your 9-to-5 if you have one. Let it complement your business until you're comfortable to stand alone. Now, the comfort will not come when you have, let's say, 10 million in your account. You need to make sacrifices as well. So when you get to that point, I think you'll know that you've gotten to the point to stand on business.
So they could actually balance work life, business life. You just need to be consistent. You need to have a plan. You need to have a plan.
Consistently working with the plan.
Wait, do you think people will follow plan? Because I know people write down plan, but when the actual action is supposed to take place, they don't follow the plan.
Okay, what I am going to advise, I read a book one time, and running a business isn't just what you decide. It's a passion, of course, but then there are so many structures attached to it. You need to read books, attend seminars, watch videos. And one of the things I learned about planning is writing it down. Whatever you don't write down, you don't do. From my 4 a.m. to when I leave work by 6, there are things that I do. I'm not saying everybody should wake up by 4 a.m. But then, that is me. I have my reminders, I have my alarm, post this, schedule this, do this and do that during the day.
Wow, you're really organized. Wow.
I feel it is possible for everyone to do that.
I wish I could be organized.
I think you are.
I am? Oh, wow. I didn't know I was organized, but yours is well-detailed, organized.
Thank you very much.
Oh, writing is... You made mention of writing, yeah. I would say yes. Funny thing is, I write things down that it might not happen immediately. But if I should go back to that book, I'll be like, what the hell? It's it takes me back to the plan.
Mm-hmm.
I write it down, even if I be like, I want to do this. Maybe escape my mind or something else came up. And I just tend to go back to that book. In a way, I don't know where the book always come from, but I just open it up. I'll be like, wow.
It helps.
Or maybe something that I've done, I'll be like, wow. I keep ticking boxes. I didn't even know that I wrote it before.
You're working with your subconscious. When you're writing, it is something you're planning to do, something you're envisaging. So when you're writing it down, your subconscious works with it. Now, even though you don't go back to look at it, what am I doing tomorrow? Subconsciously fall in line. And the day you decide to go back to that book, you discover you've ticked a lot of books.
It's very funny. I was like, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this. I need to do this. It just keeps me back on track. So yeah, you should write down your plans. It helps in so many ways. What advice would you give people that want to go into business?
Thank you very much. Now, I have to be realistic.
Okay.
I'm a realist in everything I do. If you want to go into business, you need to consider a lot of factors. The economic factor. Of course.
Yeah,
you need to consider the markets. What you want to go into, is it something that is solving a problem people are having currently? Is it something that has been in existence before now? If it is a field that has been occupied before now, how are those in that field doing? What are their challenges? What is the result? What is the market saying? If it is a new field, then you need to do more digging. Is this something people would want to get into? Now, also, where will your market be? Will it be people online? Will it be people offline? Now, there are some things you can market or sell online. And there are some things you need to have both a physical store and an online store to push it. And there are some things it just has to be squarely physical. So you need to consider where your audience is and also your pricing. That was why I mentioned the economy.
Pricing is important. Two people could be selling the same thing, but one person is making sales because of pricing. It's like the same product.
Yeah, I know in most cases people feel when an item is more expensive, then it's the original. And some people
I have that
feel
mentality. Well,
when an item is cheaper, I'll get more customers. And you need to balance a lot of things: your cost price, your rents, if you're having staff, other expenses, overhead costs, then your eventual selling price. How much profit will you make? Don't look at anybody. You can compare prices to know where to start from, so you don't overshoot or undershoot. But then pricing is very important.
Thank you so much for being our guest in the studio.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you so much for coming, honoring our invitation.
Thank you very much.
So guys, you heard it from Soul Bosses and Jazz. Go out there, go into your business. You don't have to wait or anything. It'll be like, oh, you're working. You can actually balance your work life and your business life. You just have to be good at what you're doing. You just have to try to make your business to get to a certain level when it's okay to like stand on its own, and you can actually leave your 9-to-5 job and grow that business. What are you waiting for? Get into that business. Get going, get started. You have to start now. Don't wait till like maybe everything is okay or everything will fall into place or the economy. Because I feel like most people wait because they feel like for the economy to be stable before they like start a business. And the economy, we don't know how it's going to go up or down. You don't know. You cannot rely on the economy. Just start it. You don't need to wait or anything. Just start it. So Bosses and Ja, will you kindly give us your social media handle if we want to like connect you for like maybe more questions or more follow-up or more? Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. You can find us on Instagram at Soar Bosses and Ja. Now, Soar, SOAR, Soar Bosses and Ja. Also on Facebook and Twitter, now X, Soar Bosses and Ja. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for staying with us. If you're still right here with us, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. Don't forget to please tell a friend to tell a friend. You don't know who might need this information. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.